Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of The World of the Married, a 16-episode Korean drama romance television series from 2020 that is a remake of a UK show called Dr. Foster, which aired back in 2015. Now, according to the internet, The World of the Married is the most popular K-drama in cable television history in its home country. Apparently, it beat Sky Castle in its final episode. It also has a number of awards. But is it deserving of its popularity and reputation? Let's find out. Ji Sun-woo, a revered family medicine doctor and associate director at Family Love Hospital in Gosan, is married to an aspiring director with whom she has a son. Sun-woo thinks her family is perfect until she finds out that her husband is having an affair with another woman. K-dramas are sometimes referred to as Korean soap operas, but in a lot of cases, they have a very different feel to them from the classic soap operas that many American adults grew up with when they were younger. So, like back in the day when I was a kid, Victor Newman was the man in The Young and the Restless. And apparently that character is still around, which is kind of crazy. But most of the Korean TV shows that I watch just feel different from a show like that, even if they incorporate similar plot lines or conflicts along the way. World of the Married, on the other hand, actually does feel like a Young and the Restless style of soap opera. You know what I mean? You have all the elements, but it's kind of hard to describe why it feels that way. I mean, you get the infidelity, you get the backstabbing, the manipulation, the melodrama, miserable, selfish people all over the place, and occasionally over-the-top moments. I don't know, it just felt kind of classic to me. Also, the music is cartoonishly over the top. I mean, I was sitting there watching this show, and almost every episode, when something dramatic happens, they blast some, like, epic gladiator music. I was expecting some huge dudes with swords to just crash through the front door and just start taking care of business. I'm like, where is this music coming from? It's very over the top, but it's amusing. In all honesty, however, I think the writing is pretty basic here and not especially complex. Now, this is one of those shows where you could walk away, leave the show running, and grab a drink or something and not really miss much of anything if you're gone for 5 or 10 minutes. You know, they revisit lots of things over and over again, like our female lead spacing out in public, which she does a lot during the opening handful of episodes. My favorite K-dramas are the ones that are typically loaded with content, either character interaction and story, or they're simply very pure in their entertainment value. I do not think that World of the Married reaches those heights necessarily. Character work is fine, but I kind of wanted more out of it. I mean, if you take the cheating husband as an example, I mean, the guy's just a pathetic loser, is all he is. You know, he cheats on his wife, and he also fails miserably as a businessman, too. He's just completely worthless, you know what I mean? He would have been way more interesting if he had another dimension to him, like whether it be a skill or a talent or an unexpected personality quirk or some type of, talent to manipulate or something like that. But as he's presented here, he's just kind of boring and one-dimensional. Same could be said for the mistress. I think they left some untapped potential in this show, but there is enough content and conflict to drive the story here. Even if some of the episodes seem drawn out, kind of slow, but each episode is about 80 minutes, which is too long, in my opinion. Probably could have cut that down a bit. But again, I want to emphasize that the conflicts are strong, and they do generate a sense of, like, indignation or, like, anger from the viewer. You know, when all is said and done, you want to see these evil people get their just desserts, and that's really what drives The World of the Married, and sometimes that's enough. There are a few episodes where the conflicts escalate rapidly, which makes for some unpredictable and crazy dramatic moments. I mean, the end of episode 1 is actually very good, because it lays out the conflict very clearly, and it's a very good setup for the rest of the show, because you will immediately sympathize with our lead and hope for some kind of revenge against those who betrayed her. So it does that right. It gets that aspect right. And the acting is good overall. You know what I mean? It's shot well, that type of stuff. But I do think that The World of the Married is an enjoyable show but it's not one of my favorite K-dramas. All right, it's lacking in a number of elements that take it to the next level, in my opinion. It was streaming the past few years, but I'm so late to the party on this that I can't find it streaming anywhere anymore, so I had to buy the all-region Malaysian DVD set, which I think you can still get on eBay. So I kind of moderately recommend this, but it's not one of my favorites. And as always, I will see you next time.